So Instagram thought it was going to be a fantastic idea to allow everybody to use everybody else's content, make AI versions and AI all kinds of skits with somebody else's content. They were like, you know what? Run with it. This is a fantastic idea. Instagram. You thought that you were going to give the ability of anybody and everybody to use to create AI content out of somebody else's content, and you're like, yep, run with it, print it. That sounds like a fantastic idea. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing over here? Can somebody explain things to me? Because how can a company, I feel like I already know the answer, but how can a company of that status and like so many people, they came up with this idea and they were like, yep, this is what's happening next. What? Who? How was this? Honestly though, how was this tested internally? And they were like, yo, this is it. This is a banger. Let's go. Let's do it. Like, can somebody tell me who was the guy that approved this? And I understand that, you can opt out if you want out of this. But anybody who has a public profile was automatically opted in the program. Like, this is wrong on so many levels because we're already turning against AI. AI has already stolen everything. They're stolen everything. They're stealing the internet. And there's a lot of people who, be like, hey, I understand that I am on the social platform and I understand that the platform itself has access to everything that I put on it, but I don't want other people taking my stuff. But this is like free for all now. People obviously were so unhappy with this. They started bullying Instagram basically into submission. They were like, yo, this is so stupid that I can't believe you even thought about putting this out. And Instagram was like, oh, you know what? Looks like we kind of missed the mark. They put out a message and that said, ooh, sorry, we kind of missed the mark. We're gonna reel this back in. But the thing is, like, I guarantee you that, they're pulling this back in right now, but they thought this was going to be it type of thing. So they've put a lot of resources into it. This is not going away. They're going to implement this somehow in maybe smaller pieces, but that is still coming. They're not just like scrapping the whole program. No. Think about it this way. There's a lot of people who have social media profiles so they can share things with family and stuff still, right? But like, there's a lot of people who put their kids' picture on their profiles. And a lot of people's profiles are public. So what are you telling me? You're telling me that you're going to be able to take my kid's picture and use AI however you feel like and repost this on your story and like, what? Instagram. It's just crazy, man, to think what these companies, the lack of responsibility on these companies. Unless any corporation, doesn't matter what it is, any corporation, unless they're made to feel like they need to be checked, they will continue to exploit people to the max. That's why governments step in and implement laws, right? Like, that's why our government should be implementing laws that say, hey, you shouldn't do certain things. And if you do, you're going to get fined. But, the way our government is right now, none of this is happening. In America, we're like, yo, as long as it makes $1 for the corporation, it is good. Run it. That's it. There's nobody helping the consumer right now but us, the consumers. The only reason why Instagram even took this down is because we made them take it down. They wouldn't have taken this down if they didn't have to. If nobody said anything, they would have ran it and nobody would have said 2 words about it. Now, can somebody who actually cares about people make a social media platform that, has some limits, that actually cares for people? Can somebody out there that just cares, but like, yo, we are not going to do any of this? Basically, the moral of the story is bullying companies works. I don't like bullying when people bully people. That is a no-go. That's a no-go. Come on now. But the only way right now in this political climate, in this where we sit, the only way for us to actually get some of our rights back and some of our privacy or like just well-being back from companies is when they do something, we start to bully them back. If a company is messing up, we have to bully them back in mass because they are trying to bully us, right? Like, look at Meta. They are trying to bully us, giving other users a right to create AI slap with somebody else's content is one of the biggest slaps in the face. Dude, you can have your kids' pictures. Somebody out there use your kids' pictures to create AI slap, and you can't even stop them, and you have no control over what the other person does with this information. And Meta thought this was a good idea. Shocking. Time for us to take some of this back. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.